Oh, let's get it. Drippin' juice. Drippin' juice, nigga. ATM Mafia shit. Listen, choose on me, make a move on me. Guaranteed you make the news, homie. Carpenter had a tool on me. She get wetter than a pool on me. Couldn't wait to put the drool on me. In traffic with your bitch. Pushing out all the bricks. Nigga riding through the.
What Omarion do? Welcome back. Straight up right back. Trifling Podcast Show. What's happening? It's your one and only boy, Minnesota Flame, aka the Tequila King. Y'all see the weight room behind me. Y'all know I'm finna get it in, so I'm looking kind of fucked up and rough, but they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We about to talk about some shit today. Tonight, rather. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of shit at nighttime. Shout out to Chill Will, shout out to Big Man, shout out to everybody who been fucking with the podcast, everybody who been following the podcast, everybody who support the podcast. Shout out to you. Now, let's get straight with it. You feel me? So, we got to talk about some things. First of all, LeBron James is back. The King is back. LeBron James has been out for the first half of the season, the first few weeks, the beginning of the season. Um, so yeah, my man's is back. He's ready to come in full effect. He's ready to play like nobody else been seen him play before in 23 years, because we ain't never seen another motherfucker play for 23 years, 23 seasons, rather I should say. 23 years and seasons is two different things, and motherfuckers like to get in the comment and try to be real smart when they real dumb. But that's cool. That's neither here nor there. I fuck with y'all like y'all fuck with me. But LeBron James seamlessly and effortlessly just entered the roster. And everybody had all this speculation and was saying all this crazy ass shit like, oh, he ain't gonna be able to do this. He ain't gonna be able to do that. Can he fit in? Can he? Of course he can fit in. You know what I'm saying? Of course LeBron James can fit in. Hey, how you doing, Miss Pauline? What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, so of course LeBron James could fit in, man. He did his thing. He looked amazing last night. He had about 12 assists, like 11 points, short amount of time on the floor. Shot decent. Got to see Bronny James hit him a nice 3-pointer because he got to get his confidence back. We trying to get him back all the way acclimated into the offense on his level of the league. And when I say we because we family. You feel me? That's my people. We got a family. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rock. You know what I mean? We support black fathers that do their thing, and you understand me, and take care of their family and their children. So if you have a father in your life around you that's been supportive, granddaddy, uncle, cousin, show him some support, show him some love, especially if you're a brother, because we get a lot of slander and kick down for that. You know, Miss Pauline, I'm all well, I'm all good. Minding my business, staying out the way, trying to make some money and take care of these children. That's it. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, LeBron, what I'm saying, him and Luca look well together. They had a nice few plays on the court. You got to see that it's hard to guard mentally prepared people. See, physically gifts and all that is one thing, but the mental preparation that comes with this shit and understanding how to maneuver and play the game and play your position and where to be and how to be is what we should be focusing on this season. You should be watching OKC, the Warriors, the Lakers, Houston, Detroit, New York Knicks. Uh, it's a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, y'all. One second. What's up, Francis?
There's a kid by your door. You need to be let in.
You broke up. You broke up. I couldn't hear you.
There's a young kid that by your door sick. He needs to be let into the building. He left his cell phone in the north gym. Can you let him in and take him to the north gym, please?
Oh, you gotta let me into the workout room. I had to come walk out and let my kid inside the yoga room.
Brenda's let me just get his phone to the north gym.
You copy that?
The parents. So, it's all right. We just meet him and
Anybody else by door 6? I need somebody with a badge. My badge is actually inside. Yeah. We doing all this work, man. Yes, sir. Bro, thank you. All right, y'all, I'm back. God, dog. Nigga had to do some job stuff. That's what happened when you're doing shit and you got no, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm back. So yeah, these damn kids keep leaving their cell phones and shit everywhere. You gotta keep going this shit. These kids, man, get shit together. Now back like I was saying, when you play your position right, it's almost easy for shit to go and flow. So you see Luca gonna do his thing. You see Austin Reeves was getting buckets. Seeing LeBron out there facilitating. While the other two are facilitating as well. So you can all do y'all jobs and positions and handle business. Everybody can. Shit ain't hard, but what is hard is to not be a hater. That's what's hard. That's what be hard. It be hard for people to not be haters to each other. See, when you be spending all that time watching what somebody else doing, you can't even be celebrating yourself. Can't even be happy for what you got going on. Stop watching what everybody else doing, and stop trying to wait for the bad to happen for a lot of people because sometimes you just be waiting forever. Some people are blessed because they do right by other people. See, some of y'all just do right for yourself. You don't do right for other people. You don't make nobody else situation better. You don't help nobody get themselves out of jam. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of those out here in this world. So if you ain't helping nobody, of course you're probably a hater. And of course you probably don't like people who work together. And of course you probably be mad about a lot of shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. Because you are a hater and you're miserable. And you gotta get some shit going on for yourself. Stop worrying about what everybody else got going on. Straight up. So, like I said, if you want to pay attention to some teams, watch the Thunder, the Lakers, the Warriors, the you know what I'm saying, the Pistons, the Knicks, certain teams with multiple the Rockets, certain teams with multiple personalities that are bigger than normal, but know how to seamlessly merge together for the greater good. Good night. Love you as well. Be well. Talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, certain teams have a standard set. Other teams are trying to get there. Some other teams don't want to be there at all. Like, you know, what I mean, I'm looking terrible today. I look rough for real because I'm gonna really hit these weights and this cardio crazy. But don't get it fucked up. I don't look like this all the time. It's just today. You know what I'm saying? It's just today. Fancy Ray voice. Today. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna talk about some things. I got some shit I want to discuss because I'm about to talk about my top fives. Top five worst movie villains to me. Top five worst movie villains. These are people who did fuck shit in films or caused fuck shit to happen or are the reasons for the fuckery. So uh, we're gonna go with straight like that. Number five.
Go ahead. What happened?
Number five is just as fucked up as me looking today. How I look today is how fucked up he is. Clifton Powell. Clifton Powell is at number five, and Woman Thou Art Loose. He played the stepfather. Yes, yes, yes. We are all familiar. We have all seen. We all understand. We know who Clifton Powell is. We know Woman Thou Art Loose. We know stuff. Okay? We know. But what I need y'all to do and what I need y'all to understand, for me, how fucked up he was in that movie. What he did to that little girl, how her whole character and everything just changed within her realm of world and just so many things. It was just vicious. Woman, Thou Art Loose is one of those films. If you're a father, you be like, I fuck somebody up about this. You know what I'm saying? Like that one just kind of hit you in the core, especially when she was out there. You know what I'm saying, playing with the little boy in the front, and then the mom was going all hard on her, talking about she being fast, and the whole time it's her man doing this shit to her as a child. That right there is one of them ones. Shout out to the directors and everybody who made that character because that's the kind of character that sticks with a person and that shit has effects on you for life. And shout out to Clifton Powell for being able to embody that role to make us believe because I've watched interviews where he said people really come up to him and have displeasure for him, talk crazy to him, all based on that role. So that lets you know you did your job as an actor, but you was fucked up. You was fucked up for that. So I'm just saying you was fucked up for that. I'm not saying I'm gonna be mad at you in public, but you was fucked up for that. I'm telling you, that was one of them characters. That was one of them characters. And number four for the hoe. At number four, we're going CMB, Cash Money Brothers, G Money and Nino Brown. See, I saw another brother. Shout out to him for doing Will Miz. That's yeah. Shout out Will Miz for you saying because he was saying G Money is the reason behind all this. True indeed. But these motherfuckers were so diabolical and evil for taking over that apartment complex. Now, if you come from where I come from and you've been through some of the shit I've been through, you've experienced all those dynamics. You either had family members who was users or dealers. If you per se was a family of dealers, then you probably worked a dope spot. You probably been in a dope house. You probably know how to bang a spot. I ain't knocking it. Trust me, I've got my hands in the midst of a lot of things as I was growing up and trying to find my way. Trust and believe that. You understand what I'm saying? But what they did to the Carter, what they did to the Carter is off the chain. What they did to the Carter, and I'm just saying that at Trifle Podcast, you know, I had to put that up there so we can just put that disclosure up there. You know what I'm saying? What they did to the Carter, my dog, I mean, I really feel like they should be damn near hung all over again. I want to fight them right now because how they had them moms and dads and kids just held captive, locked inside this complex just to smoke crack all day. You was seeing little kids just every which way running and was mad about the situation because this is the beginning of the crack epidemic. So you got to see people who was prominent figures and at one point just deteriorate in front of you. And you got to watch people who were not so prominent rise and become the favorites of the community. That's why the kids looked up to the dope dealers. That's why they ran into Nino Brown. That's why the granddaddy was mad and wanted to whack shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's spinning up. Now, with these motherfucking dope boys getting your parents' money and then giving the child a dollar or two or telling him to go to the store or whatever, and then now the kid has been influenced by that, not realizing the money comes from their lack of. So by right, they should have been fucking Nino them up. I'm just saying. That's just me being righteous. Now, me being a hustler, shit, you was capitalism at its finest. You understand me? You cornered the motherfucking market all the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what you did. But that's what it was. And that's what it is. I don't agree in this state of life. When I was a young hooligan and doing dumb shit or was admiring shit of that nature, I thought y'all was the bosses. I truly did. Number three. Third spot for all-time worst villains according to Minnesota motherfucking Flame. Third spot, Stone and Robert. You niggas five. Stone and Robert from Cooley High. Y'all ain't had no reason to kill Cochise. Y'all ain't have no damn reason to kill Cochise. Straight like that. Cochise was on his way out the neighborhood. Cochise was on his way out the ghetto. Cochise was about to be somebody. Cochise was on his motherfucking way. And y'all little delinquent asses had nothing going for yourselves, and y'all fucked over coaches. And that's just how it was. And preach, you know what I'm saying? Preach wasn't no gangster, he was a poet. You know what I'm saying? He was a poet and a player. Ugly than a motherfucker, but he was a player. He was a poet, you know what I'm saying? So he can get the little pretty little dances. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but Stone and Robert them was bogus. Bogus. They wasn't on shit. They was the homies that wasn't on shit. Really wasn't your homies because you own shit, but you know each other. Y'all grew up together. Y'all come from an impoverished area together, so y'all kind of in the same boat that float. But at the same time, you got a motherfucking yacht waiting on you, and they don't, and they get mad about that. Niggas who see where you come from and recognize where you're going, and they don't have that trajectory of life, usually don't like you. You better be mindful of that. All that we grew up together, we come from the same shit. No, you don't. No, you ain't. And no, you won't. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to give you some game from Minnesota Flame. I'm trying to give it from me to you. Hopefully you can put that shit in a stew or a barbecue and make it do what it do. Because I'm just saying, don't get caught up in that whole I grew up with them, we come from. No, you don't. Y'all come from two different dynamics in that same world. Now you, like I said, you might come from a dope dealer house, he might come from a dope fiend house. That's two different dynamics in the same world. Same world, two different dynamics. You have the luxuries of the life, they have the struggle of the life. Now, eventually, the times change because somebody got to take over that you know what I'm saying? I don't know what just yeah, there you go. I about to say I don't know the fuck just blacked out on me like that, but usually motherfuckers in the dope dealing family end up going to jail. And by going to jail, that's when you get the harsh reality of what the drug fiend family had to ordeal. The hungry nights, the stress, the poverty, the wondering, the hate, the anger, the sadness, all of that starts to spill onto your world. So, you know what I mean? Stop trying to compare and compete with motherfuckers. That's really what it is. You don't know what nobody's going through, so you think you know, but you have no idea. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all remember that from MTV? Shout out to MTV. Anywho, number two, number two spot. We're gonna give you everything we got. Number two slot for the most all-time worst fucking villain is the foster mom from Antoine Fisher. Funky bitch. That lady was so fucking mean and evil to that young brother. She never even called the man by his real name. She called him nigga with compassion behind it. She said it like like that was his birthright name. She the way she used to say nigga to him on Antoine Fisher was some of the wildest, weirdest shit. And it's really one of the movies that made me realize it's different ways to say nigga. How to say nigga, how you mean nigga, what you mean by nigga. Now I ain't even talking about racist ways. I'm talking about within our own skin folk. Now you can't call me a nigga in certain situations and demonstrations. You just can't. I just won't allow it. I just won't allow it. You just cannot call me a nigga in certain ordeals. You know why? Because I can hear the intent. I can hear what you mean behind it. You bitch ass nigga, pussy ass nigga, hoe ass nigga. Like it ain't you're not my nigga. You ain't saying it with the my nigga or the love behind it. You know what I'm saying? And that lady was so evil. And then the auntie or cousin, whatever, that was molesting him. And then when he came back around, they was trying to be acting like he was it was supposed to be all well and all good. And that's the one thing about the family shit that be confusing. Family and relatives, two different things. They come from one umbrella, but two different things. You get what I'm saying? Family is family, relatives are relatives. Family is who you fuck with, rock with, be with. Relatives is who you have relation to, blood ties with, stuff of that nature. They're not the same. Family is your bubble, and he had a fucked up bubble. He come from a foster care, whatever, whatever. But once he went to the Navy, got with Denzel and got with his woman, whatever, he formed a family. The other people was his relatives, but that was his family. That's what built his strength, helped his character, helped develop the young man and to be something. That's why he was able to recognize how fucked up his relatives was. You see, I keep using two hands: family, relatives. They look the same, might feel the same sometimes, but they different. This left hand is not the same as the right hand. I can't do everything with this left that I can do with this right. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I can learn, I can try, I can trick myself, but the outcome of the work will not be the same. I cut hair for a living. Everybody know I'm a barber. This right hand me. I can fade with the left, but the lining ain't gonna be the same with this left that is gonna bang with this right. You get what I'm saying? Family and relatives. Best way I can describe it. Number one motherfucking spot tonight goes to drum roll, nigga. Monique and Precious. Monique and Precious. Monique and Precious, you earned it. You played one of the most wildest characters that I've ever had a chance to watch, witness, and enjoy. Now, my original young days of me watching Precious, I found it humorous because I've heard family members get cussed out like that. I've heard my grandma say some wild shit and mean shit. And we laughed when she said it, so it was funny when Monique said it to Precious. Yes, 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 I get it. I know it's a serious situation. I know it's a movie. However, I always found humor in some of the saddest situations because I come from fucked up shit. But that's neither here nor there. We're going back to the topic. Now, me being a father, me understanding compassion, empathy, and sympathy, she was fucked up for how she was doing Precious. Man, the world was fucked up for how they did Precious. The director was fucked up for even making a story that can be this touching, and I'm sure it's based on a true story, and it has some true elements from it, and of course, some of the story was embellished to be more of whatever. But let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you right now. Monique was wild as fuck, but she was hilarious and Precious when she threw the TV at her. When Precious ran with the chicken, it was just so many things in this movie that made me laugh. When she was like, "You brought this white bitch up in here," she's like, "I ain't bringing nobody up in." That shit was funny to me. I'm so sorry, but it was so evil and so fucking wrong. I laughed at Freddy Krueger. Some of y'all, I know we see that that's horror and it's fucked up and Chucky and all that shit. It's comedy within some of the fucked up elements of life. It just is. You can make good shit out of bad shit. I At least I can. I don't know. I could make some sugar out of shit. You understand what I'm saying? I could turn lemonade from a lemon. I can do that. I can make something out of nothing. I done squaz a dime out of nickel. You understand what I'm saying? I've done the shit. But everybody can't do it. So everybody don't understand. And I respect that. So I have my empathy and I want to be sensitive to the topic. But that shit was funny. What was not funny though was once you realize how she got pregnant, once you realize she was HIV positive. Mariah Carey's makeup wasn't funny either. She looked fucked up. She needed a tan, some milk, uh, love. She needed a lot in that movie. Some better bangs, but that's whatever. But yeah, Monique was bogus as hell in that motherfucker, bro. When I found out that her own father was molesting her, got her pregnant with the first child, and then the mother sympathized with the father because she felt like who was going to want to be with her. And I'm not sure if I'm assuming that the mom even had HIV because the dad is who gave him this shit. Because I think he was from prison and was on some gay shit inside. Once you really understand the backstory, he was, either raping or taking or rape, whatever, R word and stuff. Whatever. I got to talk fast when I say shit like that. I don't want no strikes. Understand what I'm saying? So I don't know that part. But what I do know is that was some fucked up shit. And it just really was. It was some fucked up shit, y'all. Like, I don't understand how a father could even harm their child, let alone their daughter, but their child. And just, there's a difference from discipline. You did some shit, you got to whoop, and that's completely, totally different. We talking about discipline, but just harming and hurting and just being evil, nasty, diabolical, just wicked ass people makes no sense. So that was my reasons behind my top five. So I'm gonna run back the list from starting at number five. Number five, worst movie villains of all time to Minnesota Flame.
Anybody know that there's a kid coming down for the phone yet? Or
Clifton Powell at number five. Woman Thou Art Loose. Clifton Powell, number five. Woman Thou Art Loose. Number four. CMB, Cash Money Brothers, New Jack City, Nino and G Money. Y'all wasn't shit. Number three, motherfucker. Stone and Robert Cooley High. Number two, Antoine Fisher Family and Foster Mama. Number one, Monique and Precious. Those are my top five worst film villains. I'm sure it's worse people that did worse shit at movies, but not to me. Some of the other stuff had justifiable reasons. Other movies were gangster movies, so niggas got stuff done ramification of trying to be in a gangster or play a gangster or in a room with gangsters, whatever. However, a lot of this stuff was done to children of the innocent, if you catch my drift. All of
Oh, let's get it. Drippin' juice. Drippin' juice, nigga. ATM Mafia shit. Listen, choose on me, make a move on me. Guaranteed you make the news, homie. Carpenter had a tool on me. She get wetter than a pool on me. Couldn't wait to put the drool on me. In traffic with your bitch. Pushing out all the bricks. Nigga riding through the